What's up YouTube? I am your host, Anything Billy. On today's video, we're going to be replacing front and rear brakes on this 2019 Toyota Camry, and the rear brakes are not electric. So let's get started. Alright, so the first thing you want to do before you get started on brake job, if you want to take the cap off the brake reservoir and put a rag over it, that way it's easier to push in the pistons, and if there's any excess fluid comes out of the reservoir, the rag will absorb it. Alright, tools you'll need for this brake job: you'll need a 14mm socket and ratchet, you'll need some type of piston compression tool, if needed lube for the slide, and no job is complete without a hammer. Alright, so this should be just a straightforward brake job. When I get to the hardware, I'll stop and explain all that because I got to put all the hardware together. So let's get started. So now we got the caliper up here. We can go ahead and push it in a little slow like I've always said. Try to keep the hose as straight as you can. Just slowly push it in. Don't want to go too fast, especially some of these ones that's less than 120,000 miles and they just go in so smooth like butter. Easy and slow. Alright, that should be about it. Wonderful. Pop this out. Yeah, buddy, these brakes are shot. Oh, God, shot. You may have to have a flathead screwdriver in order to get all this off. And if you hear all that, wind is blowing like 100 miles an hour here. It's just crazy. I'd probably leave the top on so you can see what you're going to do. So here's the hardware that comes with it. There's only one way they'll go on there. They won't go on there more than one way. So you want to have this part here facing outward. It should pop into place. And the bottom one pops into place. Grab another one. Do the same thing. Come on now. Hardware always the hardest. It's the hardest to get in place. Make sure it's flush. And we'll take the top ones off. Probably recommend a screwdriver do this. Pop them off. Go. Don't leave them under the car. So you put out a car. Same thing with this one, but you got to go upside down so they'll go in there looking like this. They should fit in place because I got these two grooves right here that'll go into the flat part here. And remember, this part's sticking out on each side. It's just getting set, getting the push in. And this one here is always fun because you can't really see it. Come on. There we go. We got the hardware in place. Now for the pads, go ahead and get them set up like this. Because you got to put the squiller on them, which should just pop on there like this. Make sure the bulge is out. on the opposite side of the pad, because otherwise this will hit the rotor. You pop them into place like so. Same thing with the other side. Get it set up the way it needs to be like this. And then set this on here like this. Make sure it's on the outside, not with the pad. You might have to set them in there at a small angle to get them started. The inside pad is always the hardest because you can't really see. Once you get them in there, you really can't move this because of the angle, but we got everything in there. Everything looks good. Let's see if the slides are good. Here. Oh my God, there we go. Yep. Slides are good. Yeah. Slide is good. It's a little stiff, but it's got remember the bottom one's got that piece of rubber around it. That's good. Good. Back together. Boom, boom. Top one in. Go and get the bottom one started before the final lockdown. Good. Alright, see now this here is moving. This moving and this is moving too. See, so now the bottom one is quit. Let's see if this is a 17 by any chance. Nope, it is not a 17, so let me go get a pair of pliers. Alright, if you can't find a wrench that'll fit it, you can always get you a pair of regular pliers and grab it. Should be fine if you have enough room, just hold it. Like I said, these don't have to be He-Man tight, just kind of snug them up. I like to do the bottom anyway, even though it will move. Be on the safe side. Alright, there we go. The driver's side is done. Move on over to the passenger side. Alright guys, we're over here on the passenger side, and you do this just like you done the driver's side. The hardware and everything is just the same way, so here we go. Now that you see this right here is moving, you just grab your pair of pliers, hold it, and you should be able to break it loose, no problem. There we go. Now do the bottom. Hopefully I don't have to use the pliers on the bottom. Nope. It normally don't turn because of that rubber inside of it. All right, there is the passenger side front. Move on to the back. All right, so here we are on the back passenger side, and in this set of brakes, I got like, I don't know, 8 pieces of hardware. So we're gonna have to, once we get the hardware off, we're gonna have to go over here to the table. We're going to have to figure out which is which. I don't know if they're different, or if they just they just happen to pack double hardware. But when we get this apart, we'll head back over here and we'll look at, see what's going on. And just like the front, this is a 14 millimeter as well. This one here, you just got less space. The bottom is turning, so I gotta try to get it to stop turning. So I know you don't want to see my big head, but I gotta get this done. This is the hard part. So this is, I'm not a lefty. I can't. It's hard to do because I'm not lefty. Let's see if I can get my right hand over here now. Bear with me. Tight. Turn it for her. Don't know. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, yeah, that is so tight turning. That don't make no sense. That's off though. Let's see here. Let's try something else here. Let's see if we can do this. Let's fix this. I'll get these pads off of here. This pad's about gone. This pad looks about brand. Well, no, it's on there. Oh, let's see if I can slide this off for what's going on here, because this is kind of. I think it'll have to work. So I can't get this bottom bracket off, and I don't know what the deal is here. I don't know if it's what the deal is with here. I don't have no idea. I can't really turn it. See if I turn it the other way. I don't want it to break and then I'm screwed. Then I'll have to buy a whole new caliper. We don't want to do that. Let's see here. If I can turn it by tightening it up. And see, that's just so tight. It's like it's stripped. We're probably going to leave it alone and tell the customer. Yeah. I can still change the brakes and everything like that. It's just that bottom one right there won't come loose. So we're just going to leave it alone and see if the other side's like that. But it ain't going to hurt nothing. It ain't going to hurt nothing at all. It's just that it'll probably need to be replaced. Sooner or later it has to be replaced. When you do the brakes, if you ever have to take the caliper or the rotor off, you'll have to replace that because that won't come out. So we can go ahead and push everything in. It's just a little more difficult. Take your time. I got into one more Toyota that done that to me. It was on a Toyota Tacoma, brand new vehicle, never had any brakes done on it at all. And I went on the driver's side, they took that top bolt out, and it just stripped. It was just so hard like this to get it off, and I ended up having to take me half a day to get a bolt for it because I had to order directly from the dealership. All right, so I mean, it ain't gonna hurt nothing. It ain't gonna come loose. If it does, we know there's a problem before it happens. That'll be just hardware off here so we go match them up. Alright. Everything's working good. It should be alright. Let's over here to the bench and let's see if we can figure out what kind of hardware we need here. Alright, so here we are on the table, and here's the old hardware, and here's the new hardware, and I'm telling you, I don't see no difference. They all look the same as far as I can tell. So I guess they might have just double packaged the hardware, because they really don't look like they're any different. Put these on top of each other. See? Well, if you can see that, they're like identical in shape. So we're going to grab two, and we're going to see if we can put them on this passenger side over here. All right, let's see if they'll go on here, because I don't know. They may just be double packed them. So let's see here. I know they do go on here like this, but I guess I'll have to go find me another one, because that went flying into the pit. Let's stick them in here like this. Let's see if this will go on here. How do they sit on there? Is the question. I guess they just sit there. Yeah, I guess that's all they do. I guess they just sit like it right there. That is a crazy design. Let me go grab another one, and I'll be right back. So we're back with the new one. Let's try not to throw this one into the pit, shall we? And it goes on here like this. Let's get it in between this and this. So just sets into place right there, like that. Same way with the other side. Set this up about like this right here. And then we'll have to put the squiller on it. Now they do have a little groove that you put it in, so it's easier than it looks. If I can just put it on there, I may have to take this off. If I can just put it on here without having to take that off. So, see if I can slide in here. Put the bottom in here first then. This bottom one don't want to stay, the hardware don't want to stay on there on the bottom. Yeah, I might take this off if I can. If I can push it out of here maybe. Okay, it ain't coming out. Oh, it ain't coming out, so I'm just going to have to do the best I can. Boom, perfect. It just took a second. Same thing with this side, get it where it's like this. It's got a little groove right there that you'd put the squiller. It just pops on there like that. Now the back one's always the hardest because you can't see. Gonna put it in at an angle. And there we go. It is in there. It is in there. Now, there is no squeaking. Slap this right into place like so. Grab the bolt, tighten it up. and hold it. Alright, there we go. That's tight. That's on there. Those squeals. Alright. So yeah, that bolt there's tiny. It won't. It's probably cross-threaded. Whoever done it last, or if it's from nobody done it from the factory, sometimes it is cross-threaded. But as tight as it is, it shouldn't come loose. It should be fine. So let's head over to the driver's side and we'll finish up. Alright, we're over here on the driver's side. Let's just let these caliper bolts loose without any trouble. Oh wow, this one's just like that other side. Don't want to come loose. Wow, this is not good, guys. This is not good. I may have to go find a wrench for that. Yep, I may have to go find a wrench for that. I don't think I can hold both and try to put some pressure on it because this is just not going to come loose. I gotta have at least one of them come loose. What are you doing? I'm gonna see what I can do here, guys. See if I can get this loose. I gotta hold it pretty tight. Try to do things at one time. Gosh, it just won't come loose. What the heck? Wow. Wow. I can't do this like this either. Nope. I'm gonna have to go find a wrench or something. Hard to do it like this. I gotta hold this so it don't fall, hold this so it don't go nowhere. Just spinning. Well, let me go grab a. See if I can't go grab. See if I gotta find a socket for that. I'll be right back, guys. All right, so we went and got a 9/16 and see if this will help. No. They come loose. That's nice. I don't know what the heck is going on with it. I finally got it loose. Picked out the threads. I don't know. They come loose. See if I can get the bottom loose the same way. Put that back in there. Alright, hold on. Oh my god, somebody done these last time and nothing's going to work right. That's how it normally goes. Oh well, nah, things happen. Something easy never turns out to be nothing ever turns out to be easy. You got to get that on there so it don't pop it off. Around it, break it, and all that good stuff. Stick my hand in here, see if I can get this one loose now. Same way. Hopefully just popping it one time will bring it loose. There we go. Yeah. Probably could do that to the other side too. But I moved that one. I can move that one and it didn't want to come out. So it's stuck. But we'll notate that they was hard to get out. That one in case something happened. We have notations that there was already an issue before things happened. Well, by the way, to hold those is the 9/16 wrench. Now we should be able to take this all the way out. Oh yeah. That is so light. That is just light. Like this. The other side went in so smoothly, it wasn't even funny. This one's going in just even smoother. Oh yeah. Alright, that's all the way in. Oh, okay. Make one thing gets another. Come on. Heck! I want that to happen. You gotta love all this crap. Nothing wants to work right at all. Alright, let's get all this apart and put all this together. A little darker on this side, I know. Boy, that rust tastes pretty good. Make sure this is good here. Yep, that's good. Yeah, they're good. I just went and got 2 random pieces. Let me see if I'm going to put in here now. Crazy one, how did you get them in there? Okay. That one won't fit in there. See if I can get this one up here on top. It's always the last one. If one's going to give you any trouble, it's always the last one. Alright, that won't even go on there. I don't know what to do with this. Don't know. Let me bend it just a little bit, see if I can get it in there. See, it won't even go in there now, period. What the heck? What the heck? Let me go grab 2 more of these and see if they're different, and I'll be right back. This is ridiculous. Well, let's try these 2 to see what they do. I don't understand why they're not going into place. It's always the last side. It's always the last one that uses the problem. See, this won't go in the hole. I don't understand. I don't understand why they're going in the screws. Oh, that wind is blowing like 75 miles an hour. It's crazy. Come on. Oh my God. What happens, guys? You get to the last one and then this happens. Alright, just let me work with it and I'll try to get it in there. I don't understand. Alright, so I bend this a little bit to see if it'll fit around this better, maybe in this hole. There we go. Just took a little bit of bending. Once everything gets together, it should work. Just like the other side. Gotta put the squealer on there. Make sure that's on the outside. And go in at an angle. Come on. That's why I really hate new hardware, because it don't, half the time it works, half the time it don't. That's in there. Same way with the other side, get it set up like this. Put your hardware like this. Like that. Same thing here at an angle. You may have to pick some of this up. Oh, right, it's in there. All thing you're hearing is the brake that's against there. You kind of move these out just a little bit. You don't hear that no more. Perfect. All right. So now, see the difference is this is aftermarket hardware. It's not factory, so it ain't gonna fit just right. So now let's see if I can get these bolts put back in there. Once they go back in there and tighten them, we're in good shape. The bottom one went fine. It's the top one that's been the butt. There we go. Going in there just fine now. Okay. Go ahead and grab my wrench and hold it. Might as well. That way there's no questions asked. Alright, that. Same thing with the bottom. Gotta get my head in here to see. Alright, there we go. Another spin. Yep. That should stop once everything gets seated. Now the only thing left to do is to put the wheels and tires on it, check the brake fluid, put the cap back on the brake fluid, and then we're ready for a test drive. And the last thing you want to do before you take it on test drive is you want to make sure the brake reservoir cap's back on there. The reservoir is full. Now this one was starting to overflow, so I was able to get my extractor and take some of it out. Good thing I had the rag on there because it absorbed most of it. So just don't forget to do that before you take on test drive. Alright guys, welcome back to another test drive on this 2019 Toyota Camry. First thing you want to do is you want to take and pump the brake. Make sure you got a good stiff pedal since we did do a full wheel brake job. Short stroking pedals, because this thing probably will not anything up. Just pump them up so you get a good strong pedal. Go. Yep, well, start it up. Let's head out the door. Make sure you buckle up for safety. And as you're backing out of the drive, kind of use the brakes a little bit. I hear just a little bit of them kind of sliding on the caliper or on the rotors, which is kind of normal. My wife's making that noise. My wife makes that noise too, but it's probably because it's new pads on old rotors. All right, just like always, we're looking to hear if we're listening to see here if we can hear any squeaks, squeals. Make sure nothing's vibrating. Make sure everything's put together and take on this test drive here. And I'm pretty sure that what I heard in the parking lot is probably just where it's got new brake pads on old rotors. I can definitely take it back in there and test it out, check it out if it continues to do it. I think it's already quit now. Let's see if we feel any vibration in the steering wheel or in the pedal, either one when we hit the brake. This thing just seems smooth. I've heard that rubbing a time or two on brakes when I'm done on my pedal. Make that noise. It's just for some reason, depending on what kind of pads you buy, some of them will make that scrubbing noise. It's just until the newness wears off of the pad and it'll make that noise. It'll eventually stop. It should stop after a couple hundred miles unless there's another problem. Yeah, I don't feel any vibration in the steering wheel, no vibration in the pedal. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Already stopped. It was just the newness wearing off of the rotors. Or the newness wearing off of the brakes. I'm dyslexic. I write numbers backwards. I say words backwards. I type numbers backwards. I do it all. Yep. Plus, I'm probably told y'all before, I'm OCD. It's hard being OCD working in a shop like this. You're going to get dirty. Everybody says, why did you get a job in a place like this? Doing this, knowing that you're OCD and you're clean. I think, well, at least you know when your car goes out of here, it's going to be right. It's going to be clean. Because I'm particular. I'm not sending something out that I don't trust myself. I will not send a car out that ain't the way I would want it. This ain't like it. I've never been like that. If I can't fix it, I mess it up, break it, fix it. I'm going to find somebody to fix it, whatever it costs. If I break it, I will fix it. And I tell my customers that all the time. If you got a problem with it, I'll break it, bring it back. If I can't fix it, take it somewhere else, bring me the bill, and I'll pay it. That's how you run a business. Not all this stuff. Well, it broke when it was like it broke when it was in here. No, I'm telling you, man, everything is smooth, this car. It'll be a 2.5 horsepower, it's got a lot of power, too. Well, we're on the road at the chop's on. I'll shut my mouth now. I'm going to thank everybody for watching this video. Thanks for hanging out with me today. And if you like this video, check out this video here of another brake job I did. And I'll see y'all next time. Y'all take care. Bye now.